What's up, disc golfers? Disc Golf Chris here. I'm on my way into work, and I just wanted to talk some disc golf. It's been forever since I've been out on the course. It's been like 3 weeks. That's not really forever, but 3 weeks, that's killing me. Plus, on top of that, we got all this garbage to deal with. Oh, is it 10 degrees? Can you see my thermostat, my thermometer? It's 10 degrees outside right now, kind of cold. That's all right. That's never really stopped me from getting out on the course, but it makes it more difficult, and I don't get as much time to practice my putting. But I've seen all these people talking about getting out to their March Mush tournaments and starting the new season, and we got all these people. Matt from Country Disc Golf. Yeah, hey Matt, quit sending me those videos of your nice weather out there putting. I'm sick of it. It's cold here. Anyway, I'll get out of the course when I got some time. Wow, the sun's bright. It's morning. Can you guys see that? Bright sun. Anyway, new season's coming up, so I haven't been able to get out much, so I'm doing whatever I can to stay with disc golf. I actually carry my disc golf bag around with me almost all times, just so I can feel like I'm part of the game. I've been putting up some used discs on eBay so I can examine my discs and sell them off and pretend like I'm actually examining them and doing something important. But I'm still planning on my upcoming season. Rodney just published an article about minimizing your bag, so I've been going through my discs and making sure my bag's ready. And I think I'm good. I'm down to 15 discs, 3 of which are crushes, 2 of which are bergs. So I've consolidated a lot. Got a little ways to go. I'm looking at my tournaments to play in. Puttheads have just donated to their first tournament, officially provided some swag to. It's the Josh Ryder tournament in Vicksburg. It's in October. We're going to try to make it out there. We'll see if time allows. So I'm planning out my tournaments right now, trying to figure out what we can play in. Time's a little bit tough, but I played in my first tournament last year, and oh man, I did terrible. I played in novice because it was my first tournament, so I did all right as far as the competition went, but I think I had the first tournament jitters. I threw like 3 7-holes. It was awful. One of my putter bounced off the basket and went into the Grand River at Birchfield and sunk. First run Rico, never got that guy back. So over the winter I lift heavy weights, try to bulk up, but as the season approaches, I've switched to lighter weights and a lot more cardio, trying to get ready for the long walks across the course. The 4 or 5 hour tournaments, or even a 2-hour round. It can help if you got some cardio and you're slimmed down. Been doing the disc golf specific exercises. I stocked up on my crushes so that I can start doing field work. Not collecting them, by the way. Somebody pointed out to me, apparently there's a lot of disc golfers that are against collecting discs. Who knew? I guess they think it's going to drive the price of the cost of the disc up. I suppose I could see that if you hoard a bunch of out-of-print discs. Well, my crushes, I'm throwing those. I got those for field work, and since they're out of print, I'm actually going to put them in my bag and throw them at some point. I'm not going to resell them, but anyway, I learned something new. I always knew that there were a lot of people against finding a disc on the course and then keeping it. That's understandable, especially when your local course has a clubhouse and a drop box. I try to call if there's names on it. Anyway, back to what I'm doing this season. I worked on my consistency a lot last year. My consistency got a lot better. I think I mentioned it in one of the other pods. One of my goals this year is to add some finesse back into my game. So I've added a couple of understable discs. I've got a Legacy Patriot that's in there. I've got a Discraft Undertaker in my bag this year. I started throwing it a little bit last year, and I've learned to love that disc. And it's an overstable fairway driver, but it's quite workable. You can add a lot of finesse to your game, even though it's an overstable disc. So I got a couple of things coming up, a couple of goals coming up for this year, and sadly I'm not going to have that much time to play for the first half of the summer. Later on in the summer, I'll get out there, and I imagine Rodney and I are going to try to make it out to the Birchfield Open again. So what are your goals? What do you got coming up? What are you doing to get ready? Have you gone through your bag yet? Are you doing any disc golf exercises? Do you have goals for your game? Are you trying to gain more distance? Are you trying to gain more accuracy? What are you doing? Let us know in the comments, or hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Get a hold of us. We respond pretty well. So anyway, thanks for joining.